Pacific Northwest, Pacific Northwest.
So my name is Jason Mattson. I'm the Executive Director of the Lewis County Historical Museum, and we are inside of the museum, which is the historic train depot built in 1912. I have heard plenty of stories about this place being haunted. Sometimes when it's dark, it's late at night, all the lights are out, and I have to walk through to, turn on the lights. I kind of get a little weird feeling.
When you have a museum, you have a lot of really personal items that people, saved their hard-earned money to purchase or they made. And so that energy stays with it. And I think sometimes, like with the museum, those energies, just like people, don't always get along. So you have a little bit of conflict. Or sometimes they get along, and then when you bring, like, say, our group in, or another paranormal group, then they're excited to talk to you.
And most recently, I was here late doing some work, and I look up from my desk, and I see kind of it was just out of the corner of my eye. Hard to say if it was just me, my imagination or not, but it kind of looked like something went like this around the corner and looked at me and then went back. So, who knows? So.
There's one male mannequin that we call Clarence. No reason for it, it's just that his name became Clarence.
He's been with the museum since the beginning. Nobody really knows where he came from. There's no paperwork on him.
The other mannequins, they know they received some of them from a Woolworth store that went out of business and that and various other things, but he's the one that they don't know where he came from. He just appeared. But there has been occasions, and I have not witnessed it myself, but people saying they've seen him move. His hand moves. First time I came to the museum scared the living daylights out of me because he was sitting over here in a scene of a Christmas scene, and he had a red velvet smoking jacket on, and he was just sitting there. And I'm like, oh.
What is this thing?
So this is the Oberlander 3, which is basically just an electronic dictionary. The theory behind it is that spirits can use that electronic emission to capture and manipulate it into a way that projects words onto the screen.
I'm Judy. Hi, nice to meet you.
And I'm Vince from Pacific North Weird. I don't think you're weird.
Size, no heavy size.
Right.
Mommy.
Oh, mommy. It's always interesting when you think there might be a child up here and then you hear an EVP that says mommy.
Yeah.
But every October, we do ghost tours. People can come in, and Patty and her friends, they basically show people around the museum, take them up into the attic. Some people have really freaked out. Like one girl, she came in, she was like, bought a ticket, walked in about 20 feet and turned around and left.
So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to walk down the museum, tell you a few stories of some of the things that have happened to us.
And to be honest, I haven't taken the ghost tour because I really don't want to. I have to be here every day, so, I'd rather, be at peace with whatever may or may not be here.
The one place that I like is the Native American room. We had an incident there the first time that we investigated. We were setting up our camera equipment, which we do all the time, and we usually set up our equipment, leave, and allow the equipment to pick up the ambient sounds in that. Going over the audio from that evening, we heard a woman's voice say, "Please help me." So it's like, okay, where did that come from? So the museum director, about a month or so later on, we hadn't even talked to them about what had gone on as far as that EVP, said that they had been upstairs in the attic doing some EVP sessions, because that's the first thing people do when they see a team come through is, we can do that? Okay, so they recorded upstairs and they wanted us to listen to an audio tape, and their audio tape upstairs was, "Please help me." So my first question to them was, what did you take from the Native American room and put up in the attic? Well, they had a series of baskets in the corner over here, and they were from probably the island of Belize, or the country of Belize, I should say, and they were not native to this area, so they removed them and put them up there. So Is there somebody attached to them? Is it a residual energy? We don't know. Shortly after that, they have no idea what happened to the baskets. They got moved around somewhere. They may be in a box somewhere upstairs, but we don't know.
Some of the other things that we've had happen up here is down this aisle where there's no books, we've had books gotten thrown at investigators. It was a book on spirituality or some such thing.
I like the attic. Attics aren't always haunted. Basements aren't always haunted. But what I like about being in the attic here at the museum is that everyday people don't get a chance to get up here. And so it's kind of like virgin territory, if you will. It's just us in the paranormal and the curator and various staff members from the museum that actually get a chance to come up here to the attic. So it makes it kind of special. The stories that we've been told over the years is that a small boy seems to inhabit the area over here. As small boys and little girls do too, they enjoy playing hide and go seek. Now we believe that if this is true, that a little boy does inhabit this back area of the attic, his name is Mikey. And the reason I say that is because on a couple of different occasions doing EVP sessions up here, we've received the EVP when asking, who is this little boy? We come up with the EVP, Mike or Mikey. Hello? Hello, hello, hello? I'm not getting anything. This is how we get our kicks on a Saturday night. Talking to things that aren't there.
Back in the day, there was a lot of people that didn't like different races, and people didn't like the French, they didn't like the Italians, they didn't like different people of different color. And some of that's still going on today. Can you tell me what race and what country you came from?
Well, this says fiddle, and that has nothing to do with what you said.